Hey there, Jeremy Shirk with Nebraska Realty here. I know a lot of you have been enjoying your holiday, and some of you have been following the second stimulus bill. I wanted to touch base a little bit because there's some things that I noticed were conspicuously missing that I haven't seen anything about in there. I've seen a lot of speculation lately about a looming foreclosure crisis because of unemployment and COVID stimulation and forbearance on mortgages. And I don't think that's true. At least I don't think that's true for Nebraska. I think that we are conservative enough in our lending that I don't see this being a huge impact on our housing market this year or our economy. This is not another 2008, 2009. I see all these discussions about a housing bubble. I don't think that's true. In 2008, 2009, the housing bubble was created by a lot of poor lending practices. And you'll notice that even in 2008, 2009, Nebraska didn't get hit as hard as a lot of areas. We did get hit hard, but not as hard as a lot of areas because our lenders, especially our local lenders, are a bit more conservative. But mortgages back then were doing things like balloon payments and interest-only loans and waiving credit requirements. And all of that has been regulated now. They were also doing things like appraisers being paid under the table. And we've disconnected the ability of appraisers to have contact with anyone involved in the transaction. They're now randomized through a computer transaction. So we don't pick the appraisers. There's no way to bribe an appraiser. I mean, I suppose there probably is. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But we've regulated a lot of that. What I do think is important to notice is that the second stimulus package does not extend the time on which lenders are required to forbear foreclosures on mortgages. The other thing is that if you took a deferred payment or a forbearance on your mortgage in the last year during the Cares Act, know that that money's not forgiven. It doesn't disappear. You still owe it. That's still going to come due in, I believe, the end of February. I would have to do a bit more research. But here's what's important about that. That money is coming due, so I'm hopeful that those of you who needed it are able to gain your financial footing. Start talking to your lenders now. Start seeing what your options are. Maybe you can pay a little bit more on each payment. Maybe we can figure that out. The other thing is housing values have really increased. So I almost guarantee you that if you've bought your house more than a year ago, you have equity in your home. And if you had to take a deferment or a forbearance on your mortgage because you lost your job or COVID hit you hard or whatever occurred, then you should consider whether or not you should think about selling your house and what your house is worth. Because it's better that you sell your house and get your equity out of your home and you get to put that in your pocket, and then maybe you end up in a rental for a year or two, but it salvages your credit. It means that in a year or two you can end up buying again. It means that you get the money and the equity out of your home rather than a lender getting it after a foreclosure process, which has destroyed your credit and leaves you with fewer and fewer options. I know these things are stressful. I know these things are daunting to think about. But that's why there's professionals like me and professionals like lenders who can talk to you about what your options are. The important thing is you need to reach out and have those conversations before it becomes a crisis, because right now we have time to problem solve, to look at solutions. Maybe that means we talk to your lender about you being able to pay that over time with a little bit larger payment each month. Maybe we talk to your lender about other options. Maybe that means we list your house and we sell it for you so that you can walk away with that equity and your credit intact. The important part of this conversation is that you reach out and talk to somebody. And if you want to reach out and talk to me, I'm happy to help you with anything that I can related to your house. We can figure out, at least brainstorming and talk about what your options are. So Jeremy Shirk at NebraskaRealty.com, or message me on my Facebook. You can private message me. We can talk. 402-990-6191. We can set up an appointment and go through your stuff. reach out. I think 2021 is a year where we're going to be rebuilding. We're going to do well. We're going to come out of 2021 looking better than we go in, I think. But in order for us to do that, we have to start having some conversations for some of us about what that looks like and how we can get our minds around the devastation that was 2020. And I am always here to help in any way I can. So I'm Jeremy Shirk with Nebraska Realty. Thanks so much. I hope this is helpful. Have a good day.